So the president has his own media now. The president also likes to tweet against other people's media. Like, you know, he calls us low-rated Morning Joe, despite the fact we've had a record high ratings. We thank him for that. But this morning, he's just a general sort of jab at the New York Times. The failing New York Times, which has made every wrong prediction about me, including my big election win, apologized, is totally inept. Nick Confessore, first of all, the failing New York Times. An interesting word, failing. It usually suggests that your subscriptions are down, your influence is waning. How is the New York Times doing over the past 6 months or so?
Well, pretty good, actually. I think in the last quarter we added 100,000 new digital subscriptions. We're hiring people.
That's great.
The sushi.
Hiring?
Yeah. We're hiring people. The sushi in the cafeteria is pretty good. So I think, you know, the Times is doing great. I would say that tweet to me was the all-clear sign for the vice president. The vice president had, because it was clearly a tweet aimed at the story on Vice President Pence. And I think that the Vice President Pence had successfully shifted the conversation away from his own ambitions to the failings of the New York Times alleged.
Well, I mean, it is fascinating, the story that broke over the weekend that we're going to be talking about coming up next. The Vice President of the United States and several other Republicans going to Iowa, going to other states, going to these early political events, getting together a fundraising base that actually, in Mike Pence's case, competes with the president's fundraising base. He may say he's not planning a run for president of the United States, but if you just look objectively at what he's doing, where he's going, what he's saying, there are many people who would suggest that that's exactly what he's doing. We're guessing that's probably the story that the New York Times wrote this weekend that got under the president's skin. Coming up. Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.